So here's the question I have on this, and then we'll move on. The idea, though, that Penix is one of the most pro-ready kids available in the draft this year. I mean, he's of the 6 that went in the first round, you'd put him in the top 3 that's most pro-ready. You can rank it however you want with Williams and Daniels and him, however you want. I'm sure other people would have it on a board. So the idea, though, that he'd be there if Cousins isn't healthy. Is Cousins healthy? Is he ready to go week 1? Is that the general sense?
I think Cousins will be healthy and ready to go week 1. You know, the other element to this, too, that I think is interesting is I've heard people compare it to Green Bay, and I don't think it's like that.
No.
Because I think, like, Aaron Rodgers, like, put it this way, let's just, like, kind of sketch this out, right? So Jordan Love gets drafted in 2020. If Aaron Rodgers goes out and throws 3 picks in week 3, people aren't yelling for Jordan Love to get on the field. You know what I mean? Like, because Aaron Rodgers has 15 years of equity in that place. So Aaron Rodgers doesn't need to worry about that. Right now, Kirk Cousins with the fan base doesn't have any equity. He's new, he just got there. And so if he goes out and throws 3 interceptions in week 3, what's the reaction going to be? It's totally different, right?
Yeah.
You don't have a sitting head coach. So that's another part of it. It's just, it's just complicated in so many different ways. And, the one thing that I keep coming back to with this, and if the Falcons think that Michael Penix is the next Matthew Stafford, and there are people in that organization, and remember, people in that organization worked with Matthew Stafford in Los Angeles. There are people who think as a passer, he's got that sort of ability, that sort of arm talent. But, so if he's Matthew Stafford, then you don't worry about the rest of it, right? If this leads to 2 to 3 years of Kirk Cousins and then 10 of Michael Penix, well, then we're not worrying about any of this anymore, right?
And that's the comparison people are making to the Green Bay, but
same way. It'd be the same way we never talk about what the Bills gave up for Josh Allen or what the Chiefs gave up for Patrick Mahomes anymore. Correct. It was a lot. You know what I mean? We never talk about that anymore. We would 100% talk about it if those picks didn't work out. So that's the one thing that you have to look at. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing, like, Rich, is like these guys, like, Kirk doesn't have the equity in that organization and with that fan base yet, Mm-hmm. And so that's what makes it really difficult for him is, does this become a really awkward situation 2 or 3 weeks in? If let's say that Kirk does play, like Kirk is healthy, if it just takes a couple weeks to knock the rust off, does this get awkward? Or to your point, if he were to have some sort of setback and Michael Penix plays his ass off the first month of the season, then what do you do? I guess it's a good problem to have, but it's, I think, among the things that make this a really, really unique one when you come to like how quarterbacks are stacked and acquired.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.